Hey, I'm back again with more bad news. So I've done a few more things, and yet again my computer failed. But I think I've sorted the problem out now, hopefully. So let's have another recap video. I don't know what I did last time. I can't actually remember. But I've moved. I bought a load of grass cutting equipment and things for baling and basically so we could make some hay. And if you remember, hopefully it's in one of the videos that actually recorded this field 35. I've grassed it down completely and we've made quite a few bales of hay over there, so I haven't actually bought any cows yet, so I've put, I forget how many we've had now, I think 4 trailers. And how many do I fit? Yeah, 4 trailer load, whatever 4 trailer load is. And I think that's enough for a while now. There's some grass over with the sheep, and I've left this part here. I've bought that field there, which is 36, and if you can see, I've just ploughed those 2 fields together, and I made 35 bigger than it originally was because there was that grass patch on the bottom, if you remember. So I've left this part on the bottom, and the plan for that is to keep filling up the loader wagon for the sheep, so they've got something to eat. I've still got the 80 horsepower tractor, which is drilling rape at the moment. The 120 I've just brought across. He's putting some fert on. I've got a telehandler now. I bought a telehandler and a bale trailer just to make shifting bales a lot easier. Because at the time the 120 was still loading at the biogas, so it kind of gave me that. I mean, we got a bit of money, and it gave me that bit of flexibility to, do both jobs at the same time. And a lot of this stuff I've been doing on the stream anyway. So, despite playing it in single player, because what I'm trying to put in the episodes, I don't want them to be too long, or else I mean, when I cut that field the first time, I cut it with the 120, the Proxima 120, and of course I bought the treble mowers, and it could only run with the 2 mowers, and it was running across the field. It was running with this bottom roads, so it wasn't running up that big bank, and it couldn't power 3 mowers, and it took me a fair while to do it. What did I bale with? I might have even baled with the same tractor, to be honest. But I think the baler was too bad once you get it going. I think with the baler I started at the top of the field and kind of worked all the way down, and it worked out, to be fair. I'm just gonna keep him going while he's on this. It's a bit of a funny angle where I've actually it's the angle of the field, isn't it? So it might pay me to take this tractor to the other end of the field, or else he's going to keep stopping. But I'll set him running, and I'll go and carry on what I was about to do anyway. So I've got, as you can see, that's the 120. I've still got the Rostelmatch chopper, and I've still got the original combine with the header. I've put some wheat in both those 2 fields there and 14. And the plan is I'm going to make some bales and silage for the cows, and then I've got everything. Then I'll just walk across here. The trailer should still be across here. Yeah. So this is one of the mods I downloaded. It's a Marshall mod, or a mod of a Marshall trailer. Sorry. And what I like about it, it's just that little bit longer than the one which comes with a game. Is it the Freagle or something? And you've got them silly little angles, haven't you? On the back and on the front, and this hasn't got it, so there's plenty of space. And this trailer actually it straps the bales on so they can't go anywhere, and it automatically unloads, which I'm not too fussed about, but it made it a bit easier. As you can see, you've kind of got to guess. You can either have it like unload on the side or the back, and I'll guess the back. And obviously I was a bit too close to the other bale, so it's made we're not too worried. So we've got plenty of hay bales. I'm probably going to make probably about the same amount in straw, I'd say, or maybe a bit more, because you use a bit more, don't you, when you're making the mixed ration. Plus you embedded them down, so maybe I'll do 6 trailers or something. And then we haven't got to worry about bales again, I'd think. And then of course when we start getting the cows, we get access to the manure and the slurry. So hopefully all that should be sorted out. Maybe next time. Well, we'll definitely be doing a bit of baling and maybe a bit of lugging next time, I'd have thought. So let's move across to the. Oh, I might as well just set him running again. So I bought another tractor, which I'm not sure. I can't actually remember what was on the last video, to be honest. So I'll mention it anyway. I bought a mod of a Case 230. For the second time I was going across this field. I had enough money anyway. I think it was 270 the mod is. 270,000. And it allowed me to use the triple mowers and do all of this sort of side without any hassle then. And it sat over here. I was about to buy this field, which is 17, is it? Yeah. So I'm going to buy 17. It's already... It comes scuffled, so you haven't got to do anything with it. And I bought a maize drill. So I'm going to drill it up with maize. It's next to the biogas, so... All I've got to do then is buy the header for the Rostel Mash chopper. Because I'll only be chopping a bit of them fields, and I dare say I'll be baling a lot of them. So the chopper can come over here, and we can fill the biogas a little bit that way and get some more money that way. So. And it's actually a really nice mod, this tractor. I'll talk about it once I've set everything up. Again, I'm using GPS, which I really like. So we'll just do something like that. We'll just make it slightly narrower, so though. And we can actually use the. We can also use the auto turn on this. So if you don't use the auto turn, it's nice on nice square fields like this. It does mean you've got to go back over the headland yourself though. But hey ho, just 1 or 2 runs maybe, and it's determined by. So if you turn this on, obviously it stops at the end, like I said before, and then this one here is the turn mode. I think in my last video, oh yeah, it got deleted. My last video, when I was cutting the grass, I was using the GPS, and basically I've got this. I'll have this panel turned on, so we're connected to GPS with the width of the mowers, and I'll just use these 2 buttons to turn it at the end of the field. You just hold control and click it, and it'll turn and find its own way and come back down the field. As long as it can turn, as long as it can turn tight enough to come back down the next one, it will. Otherwise it will miss one and go down the next, which this one probably will miss one. The mowers actually turn back on themselves because there's nothing trailed, is there? So when you start off, just set it on the direction it needs to turn, and then this number here is the distance from the end of the field when it starts to initiate the turn. And if you press plus and minus, you can change it. And this bottom figure is the length of the field there. So I mean, it doesn't matter. I can go right to the end, a metre away. Go right to the end on this. We're not going to hit anything or affect anything else. So that's all set up to go. We'll drop that. We'll just make sure the auto turns works. Just turn the lines off because I don't like that. So it's a beep telling you you're coming close to the end of the field, a metre away. Then I'm not holding the, I'm not touching the gamepad at all. So if you see what I mean, even when you come back and fill in, there'll be little bits it's still missy. So you might have to run once or twice just down the headlands just to tidy it up. But you know, it's no hassle to me. It's almost kind of mindless. It's a little bit like the course play, except obviously as soon as you get out of the tractor it stops. So yeah, so this tractor is the 230 case, or it's a mod of 230 case CVX Platinum Edition, and it's quite a nice mod, to be fair. They've done a nice job. I think they've half of it's Giants mod and with a few extra bits on it. I really like the chimney stack. It's got like it's like a New Holland Blue Power. I think it reminds me of. You know, the chrome grille, some lights. Do I turn my lights on? Oh. Oh, that's the horn. No wonder it's making a silly noise. Oh yeah, there you go. I think all the lights work. Yeah. Maybe the front ones, the bottom ones don't look so good, but the ones on the top and whatnot are quite nice. Wait, I've gone too far, haven't I? No, I haven't. Would help if I dropped the drill as well, wouldn't it? What a muppet. Right, drop the drill this time. We'll go off, and obviously it doesn't change the direction automatically, so you just have to make sure it's the right way every time. So inside the cab, I love how it goes. I'll just turn the pan off. I love how I'll turn that off as well. I love how quiet it goes in the cab. It's got a few interactive things. You can open the door, you can open the sunroof, put the steering wheel out the way and open the back window. They've got a few more interactive things inside. If you put your indicators on, you've got lights for that, and your hazards. The one thing I don't like is when you put your beacon on, for some reason it flashes in cab, which isn't right. It's constant in the cab, but I don't know. You've got that case. I think it's like an air freshener thing on the window. That kind of bugs me a bit. And the other thing, you've probably just noticed that when you're looking forward, the middle window blacks out. The middle mirror, not the bloody window, it blacks out. Look. And if you just have a slight angle on it, it comes back on. But that annoys me a bit. I like how we've got some in-cab animations, which is quite nice. And then you've got this arm, which is. I don't know, it's a bit Marmitey. So obviously you can see through it, look, and the joints on the arm aren't on the best, but I actually quite like it. I think it's an attempt in the right direction. The whole mod, I like how it's got a pivoting front axle like a proper tractor, and I like how the bonnet moves independently of the tractor, just like, you know, if you drive a tractor with suspension on it, it's almost as if the tractor sort of bends in the middle when you drive them, and it's kind of just like that. But when you go in max speed, the whole lot vibrates, which is something I don't like. So yeah, so there you go. There's my review of that mod anyway. I think it's a couple of months old now. It's version 3, I think this one is. I'm looking forward to see what it becomes in the future, to be honest, if they do anything more with it. It doesn't look fake like some of the John Deere ones I've downloaded. They just look... They don't look as good as anything else, and they look out of place. And this one, you know, it catches the light and everything, so I presume they've just borrowed the Giants mapping for that. Oh, and you can change the weights as well if you press select the tractor, press keypad 9, and you can put, I think it's 1800 kilograms, yeah, tells you there you can put 1800 kilograms extra on it. And you can also change the height of the there's like a trailer hitch on these, isn't there? You can change the height of that. So I don't think I've never actually needed to do that, I don't think. But hey ho. So we're still going to carry on then, and like I say, the plan is to go towards getting some cows. Or I shall probably, when I've drilled this field, I shall probably run back to the sheep, and I'll just remow that field, and maybe, you know, the little bit of left, I'll probably go and remow that, row it up, and possibly leave it in the rows, and then all I've got to do is just, you know, I can leave the little tractor over there, that little 80 horsepower or something, I can leave that over there and just pick up some grass and feed them with that. And then I've got a tractor over there for when I start lugging the rapeseed off, I suppose. I haven't actually given a thought to how many tractors I'm actually going to need. So obviously when you're lugging the chaff away, ideally you need 2 tractors lugging off the chopper, to be fair. And then I want to do some bales, don't I? So I don't know. We'll see how it works out. I'm not going to be baling if I've got tractors cosplaying, because it'll only end in tears. There'll be tractors crashing into bales left, right, and centre. So all I'm going to do now then is just I'm going to line it back up with a row it's missed. Make sure the auto turns on the right direction. It should stop now on the end of this one, like that. And the auto turns actually the right way around, so we looked out on that one. And that should match up nicely, just like that. It's actually slightly more to the left. Okay. Maybe I left a bit of an offset on and not noticed or something. The GPS, if it's something you haven't tried, it's worth trying, I think. Even if you don't use a lot of mods, I'm actually really... I've only used it for probably 2 months now, probably less than that, but it's something I've really enjoyed since I've started. Especially with the ploughing, you know, well, some days I'll just sit and I'll just plough manually, and other days I'll set up the GPS and do it that way. When I was ploughing the other fields together, 35 and 36, like I did all that with GPS. Because it's an odd shaped field and I wanted to run one end to the other, and I was trying to do it as quickly as possible, so you're running as wide as the plough is, and you know, you're not kind of curving down the field and making it difficult. So yeah, so we'll probably need 2 little runs on the headlands there, just to tidy up. And the other way to do it really is if you could actually turn that off and just use it like I said I was doing with the mower. So you just let it go over the end of the field, give it a bit of room, press that button and it'll turn. And then do the same when it comes back the other way. but because we've used the auto turn, obviously it's not going to benefit us now. First day in a while I've actually recorded this at a reasonable hour as well. Normally I think I did one of the episodes really quiet because it was stupid late at night and I was awake for some reason. I thought, oh, I'll record some Farming Simulator. It's nice to be able to kind of raise my voice a bit, to be honest. An absolute banging headache today. I don't know what I've done wrong. Some of my family are getting ill. I think I might have picked something up off one of them. I think I might have the man flu on its way. R.I.P. Oh yeah, I was also going to get some wood cutting equipment, wasn't I? So maybe when this is drilled, the other field's drilled, and we've got some fert spread on it. I should just have it. Yeah, I'll have plenty of money. I might actually buy the log grab for the telehandler because that's over by the sheep, isn't it? I could actually leave that then and do a trailer now and then. I just leave it in the woods like the log grab. It's not going to hurt anybody out there. And there's a little field that kind of runs down to. If you come across the bridge on your way to the sheep from the farm, there's like a little field on the left, and it's got about, I don't know, 15-20 trees on it, and they're all pine. I think if I was to harvest all them trees, and that field would actually be quite nice to get the grass off for the sheep. I could plough the rest of the other field then. Obviously not too close. The one side's got those. It's got like a sheer drop and some telegraph poles, and my past experience trying to plough that, it's got some, it's all peaks and troughs. It's horrible. Even my GPS, like when you're ploughing something and the plough just goes pulls you all over the way. It just does a load of that. Just one of them jobs you regret starting, I don't know whether I mentioned on another video, but I've also been having problems with my course play. Everything that I record, and when I save the game and quit and come back again, it loses the lot. I've been looking for some little bits of advice online, but nobody seems any of the wiser, to be honest. I've done all the obvious, reinstalls, and I haven't reinstalled the game. I've gone to the point of reinstalling the game. I've unpacked the file, so because Courseplay actually works with an open file. I'm not sure it has to be zipped. I've tried it both ways. I've tried it with a zip. I've tried it unzipped, and I'm still getting this. So I'm not sure whether it puts an XML somewhere else in the game files, and maybe that's corrupt or lost or needs sorting out. Unless it's the actual game XML. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. So what I'll do now he's finished, is I'll just turn my lines back on so you can see. Just turn the GPS 90 degrees. want to realign it there somewhere, that'll do. Actually, we'll come across a bit more just in case we miss some of the little bits. There we go. Off we go. Makes life so much easier. I don't know whether there's any little animations on the electronic. You've got the electronic switches on here, haven't you, for the spools? I'm not sure whether they move when you tip a trailer or anything like that. Oh, you overlapping so much. Damn it. It's always the same with this gamepad. When I try and zoom out, I'm scrolling between bloody tractors and it just does my head in. So we've actually done a bit of farming on this episode, instead of me just normally gassing and saying what my computer's actually forgotten to messed up recording. Oh, it's about there'll do. Connect, start. Playing a little with the multiplayer earlier, and obviously because my internet's still so bad, I was trying to. I said I'd sit in the field and I'd drive I drove the combine at first, and that was all right. And then we decided to chop a lot of the straw for chaff. So I says, well, I might as well stop in the field to that side of it. I mean, it's using the big. Cramped trailers that fit on the Arctics, and well, you've got to put the dolly on them, but the Rostel Mash chopper actually you can fit all sorts of trailers on the back. I think it's not limited to just the bull one. So I had the bogey, and like the other lad was moving, emptying the trailers with the lorry. And it was absolutely ridiculous because of the lag. I was struggling so much just to hook the trailer on the bogey with the dolly, whatever you call it on here. It was actually quite comical. I'm going to leave this over here. I'm going to take that trailer back. I'm going to put it by the sheep, I think. Turn the GPS off. That's one of the reasons as well I turn the lines off as well, so because I like to just use it with a little panel, and then you haven't got to keep worrying about keep turning it on and off. It just kind of sits there, and whenever you're ready to use it on the next field, you just you set it up there and then. So you see the axle pivots on this. It's nice. Maybe for the next version, if you've got the window open, it'd be nice to hear the. Normally, like in a tractor, if you've got a trailer on, it's pretty much as noisy with the back window open as it is with the bloody door open. It's that bad. You get extra gearbox whine, you get the tyres slapping on the road. So it'd be good if you could open the window and you get like a different level of noise. Maybe not as loud as that, but another sound or something. I might be asking for a bit much there. I'm not sure if you use the drive mod as well, whether he takes his hand off and just flicks the reverser. Probably not. It's not a rally game, is it? Actually, this trailer can actually sit at the farm, can't it? We'll sit at the farm ready for... We'll be starting the wheat harvest first, I'd say. And then hopefully I can leave one tractor, maybe the little tractor, the 80 horsepower. He can sit lugging grain off the combine and bringing it back to the store. It's annoying because I've got to do it all in one sitting because my courseplay settings keep getting forgotten. It's just... I'd like to take those trees down as well. They're annoyingly close. I don't know why, but even when I'm using courseplay and I set headlands so the tractors don't come out, they still get caught on these trees. And them three are definitely got to come down. Oh, I'm not playing Counter-Strike with this ping. Oh, I jumped on the deathmatch server just and it's like at a ping of 150. It makes you cry. It's that bad. And I think I've deranked 5 times since my internet's been playing up. It takes the fun out of the game, you know. Especially a game like that, you're almost dependent on a good internet connection. You can get away with everything else, really. I mean, my mouse broke, so I'm back to a wireless mouse again, which isn't ideal. I've got some money for Christmas, so I'm going to be buying another gaming mouse. I wanted the Final Mouse 2015 Summer Edition, but they've got a new mouse coming out early 2016. I think it's called the Scream one. But I haven't seen a proper release date on that, and of course they've stopped selling the one I wanted, so I shall wait till that one comes out. What was I going to buy? I was going to buy the wood trailer, wasn't I? So I need a wood trailer, I need a stump grinder. Or maybe not the stump grinder just yet. Wood trailer, I need a dolly. I bought a chainsaw last time. Yeah, that'll do. I do that a lot, overshoot the bloody kingpin. And nothing stops you on the computer, does it? So you keep going. So I'll run this to the sheep and then I'll probably call it a day. So we've done a bit of farming for a change, which is nice. So I've still got to get that field fertilised over the biogas. Finish fertilising the one that 35 and 36. Finish drilling that. These fields over here have been drilled. I'll probably move the baler back so it's over this end ready, and the telehandler. Unfortunately, I've got the I've got the New Holland loader pack, and that's what I'm using. I think it's off the Giants website, isn't it? Well, it's definitely, it comes with the Steam installation, I think. I'm not sure whether it is actually on the Giants website. I can't remember now. You can't put certain trailers on the back, so I don't think I'll be able to put the baler on the back and bring that across. So normally when the courseplay is going, I set up all sorts of silly little unnecessary things that you use every now and then. So like I'd have one from the sheep to the farm or something. Just when I'm running equipment backwards and forwards, you can go and get the tractor and hook whatever you want on, and then set it running, and then you can go and do something else while it's running back to the farm. Silly things like that. It's actually really, really good when you get in. Well, I think when you get into the courseplay. Maybe not so much on the. Oh, this is that field on the left I was on about. So if I take those trees off there, it's a nice little field then, just to get the grass off for the sheep. There's actually a few more trees on there than I thought, but some of the big ones, so we'll get some good money for them. And then maybe, see, this is the other bit I was on about when I get up here. So these peaks and troughs here will make ploughing horrible, absolutely horrible. The plough swings and drags. I mean, really, if you're going to plough it, you're going to plough it to up here somewhere. So there's another bugger here, look. So you do actually gain a little bit of the field, but not too much. Oh, everyone's stopped over here. What's going on? Anyway, I'm gonna call that a day for this episode. Anyway, I'm gonna set all these running again. There's not a lot happening until the crops are ready to harvest now. So hopefully this is recorded. If not, something else I've got to explain that I've done next time. It doesn't matter. Right, I'll knock this off then. I'll catch you again.